What's going on, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T. And so in a previous video I showed you guys what my daily routine is as far as supplements go. It's a lot of Jocko products. Matter of fact, the only thing that isn't part of it that's Jocko, or that is part of the routine that isn't Jocko products, is one a day vitamins. I take 2 gummies, but I mentioned that I would make another video and state why I continue to be a customer of Jocko Fuel products. Like I said in the previous video, I initially started using Jocko Fuel products because I really enjoyed his podcast, and I appreciated that he gave veterans a platform to tell their story. I'm not a veteran myself, but I feel as though they should give more recognition than what they do, and at least be heard, and the experiences that they've had should be listened to and taken to heart, and just to whenever things get really difficult, or you think you've got it bad, just kind of put it into perspective of what other people have been through, and what you could potentially go through. Helps me out at times. But so this last time I was home, I work on a boat, which I'm going to keep saying in videos, just to kind of give perspective around some of these subjects and some of these situations. So the last time I was home, I ordered from Jocko Fuel, and waited and got the shipment, and it was wrong. So the deal is, I got I was missing 2 of the greens that I ordered. I use the pineapple greens every day, and I was really freaking out about that because I really that's something I feel as though I have to have. I ordered some protein powder as well. I did get that. There was a couple of things that I received that I didn't order, which one of them, or 2 of them, I was kind of didn't really understand. I got 2 creatine. I didn't order it. And then this one, I could see where this could, have been somebody misread it maybe, but I ordered some blue raspberry hydrate packets. Instead of getting the blue raspberry, I got the hydrate lemon lime. So I wrote them an email, or typed them an email, a pretty lengthy one, and just being respectful. And I understand mistakes get made. I don't get bent out of shape about things like that, because I can only imagine what it's like trying to run something like that as a manager in that position. I don't know the structure of the organization, but I know what I do for a living, and trying to manage the 4 people I have to manage, sometimes with the experience and the skill set of some of the guys, and trying to figure out what works for them to get them to work, or to get them to understand something, or get them to pay attention to detail, or do things in a specific way, or keep an open mind. It's really probably the most stressful part of the job. It never ends. It's very, very challenging. I enjoy the challenge. Sometimes it feels like it's too much, but as I said earlier, I got to put things into perspective. So I feel lucky sometimes just to have that challenge, even if the person on the other end might not appreciate the dynamic of the relationship as much as you do, but that's not what this is about. So I just sent an email and told them that I received a few of the wrong items. That my greens were missing, but I got the protein powder that I ordered, and that I received the creatine. I didn't order it, and I got the lemon lime hydrate instead of the blue raspberry. So I sent them an email and told them that I would keep the lemon lime hydrate packets in place of the blue raspberry hydrate packets, and that I would find a use for the creatine. send my greens within 2 weeks if they could, because I was coming back to work on the boat and I might not have had a chance to get it again, which is in this video previous to this one I showed you that I got a shipment in. We've been staying right around where I can get shipments, which has been pretty nice. But sometimes I can't. Sometimes I'm way up 800-900 miles away and I might get stuck up there and I can't get to where I can get a shipment. So I was kind of stressing out that I wasn't gonna have the greens, that I might not be able to get them before I come back to the boat. So I told them that I would like to just receive the greens and that I would make up for it. You know, I would whatever the price was. I believe they're on sale right now for around $49 to $50. Usually they're $52.99 a tub, I believe. But so I would, you know, roughly $105, I guess, before taxes. So I told them that I would, if I could receive them in 2 weeks, or even if I, you know, wouldn't have received them in 2 weeks, I still would have wanted them, and I would have made up for the difference. So that's kind of where I was at with it, was just wanting to get the greens and giving them what I feel like I would still owe them. Well, to my surprise, they sent an email and back and said that they would send me the greens and to just keep everything that I had, and they would send me the greens and they would send me the blue raspberry hydrate packets that I ordered as well, instead of me just keeping the lemon lime and that being it. They actually sent me the blue raspberry too. So they gave me, well, let's see here, they gave me 2 creatine tubs, they gave me hydrate packets, and they gave me my greens, and they got it all within 2 weeks back to me, the stuff that they gave me that I ordered that I didn't get. So where I'm going with this is, this could have been handled many different ways. One being, they could have made it a big deal, made it very complicated. They could have had me send back the items that I didn't order, and then they could have sent me what I did order, and then did the math on that, and then would have got money back, and then had to send money back to them for what I did order. It could have went like that, you know, but it didn't. It went very smooth, and I think that really says a lot about who they are as far as my experience goes. It really says a lot, because it didn't have to go that way. It could have went completely another direction. They could have potentially lost a customer. Now they didn't lose a customer. They've got one for life, and I've got, you know, I've got a platform to share this information with, to tell you my experience. What little platform it is, but it is a platform. So I just really appreciated that they did that and they handled it the way they did. And as I said earlier, dealing with people sometimes can be very difficult. So they've got a responsibility on their end to provide the best customer service that they can possibly provide, which they did. They absolutely did. You know, couldn't ask for better. If I could have wrote down or mapped out the scenarios that could have took place, I couldn't have come up with a better scenario. That was it. You know, I believe that if I was in their position, that I probably would have done the same thing. I like to think of myself as a fair person, which is going to bring me to my second point. So they have a responsibility to the customer, but the customer also has a responsibility to the you know, who they're purchasing their products from. A few things to take into account, you know. So uh, uh, you know, these products, they're not I wouldn't say they're cheap. I wouldn't say that I get them as quick as I want to get them sometimes, but I understand. You have you know, a guy that's, or a company that's making products. They have to make profit too. When you think about a company is to make profit. That's what a company is. Now the rest of it that falls in line is you've got people, and you have to deal with people. So how are you going to get those people to see your vision and your mission and how you want to go about tackling different challenges and get everybody to contribute? So they've got to make their money on their end. People got to get paid. So I think sometimes people get wrapped up in their self, and they don't take into account that whenever something goes wrong, even like I'm sure people that work fast food, I'm sure they see it all the time. You don't throw, God forbid, if you work at Taco Bell, you don't throw no fire sauces in there or whatever the hell that is, or no hot sauce or what have you. Or if you work at McDonald's, you don't throw the sweet and sour sauce or the correct amount that the customer wanted. Heaven forbid that you do something like that, then you're the devil. Some people they just gotta have something to complain about, and the thing is that's just one little interaction that they have a chance to actually have an outburst, and they don't have to deal with any ramifications if they got to drive back around through the drive-through and then give you a cussing because you didn't throw their fire sauce packets in there. They don't have to deal with any. There's no repercussions for what they say in that moment, because the company is going to give you your fire sauce packets or whatever you want, and you might not ever see that cashier again, or that drive-through worker. So you might not have to deal with them again, and then you might go another 8 or 9 times and your orders are right, and then on that 10th one it might be wrong again, and you can have your little outburst again. I don't like to try not to operate that way. Try to be fair and realize that you're dealing with people, and anyway, I don't know how I got off on that little tirade, but so that's why I'm continue to be a customer of Jocko Fuel, and will be in the future. That really was a testament to who they are as a people. And now, on the flip side of that, I might not have a good experience every time, but I can look back to this one time and say, you know what, maybe it's the person that I'm dealing with this time, that I didn't have as good of an experience with as the time that I'm talking about now, where I had a great experience. Maybe it's the person. Maybe that person's having a bad day. Maybe that person has a lot going on. Has a lot on their mind. People make mistakes all the time. I would just say that it was very good from their end to receive the treatment I did from them. They were great, but also we got to realize that we got a responsibility to them as well. Of course, you're paying for it. It's your money. It's coming out of your pocket, so you absolutely have a say so. So really, the burden is on the company for probably I don't even know what the split would be, but 90-10, 95-10. The burden is on the company, or 95-5. The burden is on the company, but still treat people like you would want to be treated. Be respectful, be fair, take into account that somebody might be having a bad day, and I just really appreciate what they did for me, and can completely change the thought process and the mindset of a customer, because not everybody's going to be so open-minded or fair, because if it would have went like the one scenario that I submitted where things just didn't go like I wanted them to go, I'd still buy Jocko Fuel products because I believe in them and I enjoy taking them, but everybody might not be like that. Everybody might, or other people might take that one bad encounter and never deal with the Jocko Fuel again, but that won't be me, because they did me really good, and I look forward in the future to using their products and talking a little bit more about them here and there. I just wanted to put out these two videos, mainly the one talking about my morning routine, and it just so happens that it's Jocko Fuel products. If it was anything else, I would be putting that in there, and also why I continue to be a customer. That's the real sticking point here. I think if you take anything away from the two videos, is take the brand out of it, take the company out of it, take the fact that that this is what I use out of it. Just focus on the interaction that I had. That's what I really want to be a takeaway from the two videos about these products. And like I said, it might not always go like that, and that's fine. That's fine. So I believe there's a relationship there between customer and the company, to where you got to kind of weigh two things there. You got to weigh benefit to you, and take into account that somebody might have a bad day once in a while. But anyway, if I have any more encounters like this or interactions, I'll be sure to let you know. Or if I get any new products, which I don't know what I could look for next. I don't know. I might get on the website and look around. But anyway, I'm in no way promoting this or telling anybody that they should buy this or shouldn't buy that, or it makes no difference to me. I would like to see people use it because I like it, and I think that everybody should try it and see if they like it. But this is just what I do, and it might change over time. I don't think it will, but I hope they continue to do good and do bigger and better things. So I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure what that's going to be on. It might be something random. I don't know. This is a video or a channel about high intensity training. And when I'm on my rest days, you might hear dialogue of what I'm doing here, which it does pertain to the training in a way. It's a morning routine. It's a way of getting about my everyday what I do. But it might be something completely different too. It just depends on what I want to talk about that day, or what I feel is important to talk about that day. But the real highlight is the training. So